Trying to check or something.
I've been really in the field, let up, yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah. Kinda check or something.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up, count it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Resin now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit.
I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah. Kinda check or something.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up, count it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah, I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clothes. Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone.
Yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah. Kinda check or something.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up, count it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Like a private message.
A private message, but now public message, because we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Crazy Crafter Livestream, everyone. My name is Colin Bressy. I'm the Crazy Crafter, joined as always by my dear friends Michael Patterson and Zane Morgan from Nat One Videos and Zane Morgan Crafts. Welcome, boys. Good to see your faces again. And
Hey.
joining the stream for the second time, because can't stop, won't stop. Richard Quiner from the RPG Daily. Welcome, my friend. How are you?
Hello. I'm doing all right.
Good. It's
Glad to be here.
Yeah, good to have you back on the stream. You look like a new man there. It's like you don't have to worry about planning a wedding anymore there, my friend.
Yeah, I sleep a full night
Wow.
every night now.
Wow.
I feel just relaxed when I wake up in the morning. It's pretty nice. It's nice.
It's a nice change, right? It's a nice change.
It's been very pleasant.
To sort that out.
Right. I'm hoping I can get at least a week of relaxation in before, reality sets it, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Well, it's lovely to have you back. I had a great time at the wedding. It was an awesome wedding. The boys, when I say the boys, I'm talking about the Wild Bunch, our D&D group that Richard runs a campaign for. All of us were there throughout the night, and we kept saying, like, quite a few of us are married in that group, and we were like, outside of our weddings, we're like, this is, as far as like weddings that we've attended as guests, we were like, this is the best wedding we've ever freaking attended. And it was a really awesome venue. It was a beautiful night. The ceremony was beautiful. And then you know, it was an awesome treat and highlight for me getting to see everyone's awesome work from this community, because I've seen the pictures, I've seen all the photos, we've shared them, but it's not the same as seeing them in person. So I was blown away, and I think one of my favorite moments of the night from a crafting standpoint was when after cocktail hour, everyone got all liquored up, and then the reveal of when they went over, the guests, I don't think, a large majority of them didn't know about the centerpieces.
Nope.
And they walked over and getting to see everyone's reactions to those dioramas, to all that work that all of you put in out there in preparation for Richard and Brittany's big day. It was quite amazing. They were snapping pictures of how many dioramas were there? 30-something dioramas? Or
26 total.
26. Yeah, they were snapping pictures of 25 of them. I'll leave you guys guessing to which one they weren't snapping pictures of. It was hilarious. They literally...
Actually, I saw somebody did give me a picture of yours.
Oh yeah?
That was not you or the
first
photographers.
one? Okay.
That was not
Yeah, the boat.
The boat.
The boat.
Hey, we live and learn. That one was left a little... I didn't hold back on the second two. I was just like, all right, that first one was okay, but I was like, I was not happy with the amount of detail I was able to achieve in that one. So the other two I kind of went all out for.
The other two, you just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Completely.
So I had to hear it from the rest of my... I razzed myself too, but our table had my initial boat one. I gotta find a picture of it somewhere here. It's in the Discord. If you go into the Lord of the Rings Diorama Challenge, you'll be like, oh... You'll be like, all this other amazing work, and then there's this boat with two hobbits kind of like embracing, and I'm like... It needed...
So you're disappointed in it?
I was disappointed in it. I wanted it to be more. I wanted more, but I was just like, you know, in the midst of everything in my schedule, I definitely rushed that one, and I was seeing Richard, and I gave it to Richard to have because they were collecting dioramas at that time. So, I mean, I thought about I literally thought about just bringing something and like trying to build something before the ceremony started that day on it, but I was just like, there's no way we had time.
Colin, that was a community build.
What do you? Oh well, what was the community build?
We were there watching you make that diorama.
I know.
Yeah.
I wish I would have. I wish I'd have. It's you know, it's one of those I want back, but that's okay.
You're always your own worst critic, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I got to work this new technique of trying just paper mache water, which I'd never done before, so that was cool. Definitely got to build a new technique. But from your perspective, you know, I'm anxious to hear. I'm anxious to hear about you, Richard, and talk a little bit about you built how many of those dioramas?
I built 12 in the end.
That's a lot of dioramas. So
Only 6 more than Tina did.
I was just gonna say you beat Tina.
barely.
I beat Tina, but I had a year of doing it. She did it in like a month. So
which is nuts.
Hats off to you, Tina.
Hats off to you, Tina Martins. # love that Tina. The thing that I wanted to pick your brain about, Richard, from this whole thing was, is there anything that you can impart and share with folks out there from having to build that amount of quantity in, especially getting towards the end there? Like, is there what's like a couple of big takeaways from the craft and building these dioramas that you didn't know before you started this whole process?
My first would be leave the hobby behind. Don't do it. That's I'm joking. I have to take a little break because I only have a small apartment, but
yeah.
I'll be back. It really was a lot of fun to build so many. And I think the biggest thing I learned in that was there's always this discussion of quantity versus quality.
Right.
And when you're on such a tight deadline, it really became like focus on the quantity, get them done with some of the quality. And then I found by the end that led me to making better quality dioramas where like the last one I made was this lake town thing, which was bigger than all the other ones I had made. It had much more detail than all the other ones I made, and I did it in about the same amount of time as some of the other ones. So there's definitely something to say about quantity leading to quality if you do it right. So that was one big takeaway. Another one I would say, you don't have to be afraid of resin, like pouring resin and stuff. I was a little nervous doing it for the first couple times, but then, it just became kind of old hat. It's like, this is how it works. And it was able to do it pretty effectively.
How many resin pours did you end up doing?
I did 3 or 4.
Okay.
I forget. 3. I'm going to say 3. 1 was very little, but that.
You're a pro now.
Yeah. I still have leftover resin. I'm going to pour it on something eventually. I don't know what.
Which one did you end up using? Was it the Envirotex?
I have the Envirotex Lite. Yeah. That stuff's a good price, good quality. So that was there. Also, I learned quite a bit of how to paint minis faster, which was quite a learning curve. Because I don't know if you saw you did, Colin. You saw the Lonely Mountain one where I set up like 3 little armies fighting each other. Yeah. Which turned out to be about 50 15 millimeter minis.
Amazing.
That I had to quickly paint in one evening and get them glued on. So that was also fun. I don't know. There's a lot of things, different techniques that I was able to try. The paper mache stuff was really interesting. I did not do I forgot what it's called, but me and you talked about this, Colin. That stuff that's like a clay, but it's like paper mache, but not paper mache.
Oh, Sculptamold. Sculptamold.
Sculptamold, that's the one. Yeah, I didn't get to try that, but now I'm like, that's on my to-do list for later. Is get a hold of that. I learned that you can find cool designs in the simplest things. I have a bottle of gold glitter over there that turned into a pile of gold for Smaug.
That was awesome. I loved that. I think I put that up on my Instagram. I was like, what did he use? And everyone's like, sand. Use sand. And I was just like, nope, he did not use sand. I thought it was sand initially too, but that gold glitter was Zane got it right. Zane was like, I know what that is. It was kind of awesome going through and seeing your dioramas, Richard, at like their various stages, and like that Lake Town diorama, I was just like, oh, Richard's gonna be a crafting DM now. He's gonna start building stuff for all the sessions. I thought those.
No, thank you, Colin. I got.
Yeah,
it.
no.
He's like, not if you're around. He says. But I really it was awesome to see the tech, like your technique, like just improve over those span of those dioramas. I love that Lake Town one. There's all those little details. You guys will see it here. I'll post it up, and we're gonna take a look at some of these photos. That's gonna be the stream today, is getting to share this work with everyone, and then talk about it a little bit. And it's gonna be pretty cool. And then we've got some winners for this challenge as well to announce and talk about too.
Yes.
So, this is what you see me if I'm looking over here to my left. I'm still getting all the footage from the wedding that I took. So a couple videos, lots of photos. I like the Eagles one. I like the Eagles diorama too, of Sam and Frodo getting picked up. I like that one a lot. That one's cool. Hopefully it'll load that one. This is like, they're all very like high 4K, so hopefully some of these load. We'll see. Discord should take it. Take it, Discord. Take it.
Discord hates my photos. I always have to edit them smaller.
Gosh. Well,
yeah, they have that 8 megabyte size limit.
Yeah. It's like, your photos are too powerful.
Your photos are too powerful.
It's like, no, Discord just needs to get with the times.
Yeah, with the times, bro. Yeah, there's the Smaug one. That's a good one. We're taking that one here. I like that one. The Smaug diorama is a really good one. That's a cool one. Well, let's start uploading stuff over here to Discord. Let me start putting stuff up there, and we can get on over there and we can talk about it. As we're getting ready to do that, Zane, is there anything? I mean, talk a little bit about your diorama again. And there's a video on it. Zane put it out on his channel. It's a really cool video. And yours was a really cool diorama build. Tell us a little bit about some of the techniques that you employed for, because I know you played around with the rock colors a little bit, and also
whole diorama was a learning experience,
one. What about it? What about it for you? What were the big takeaways on that one for you?
Number one, I got to finally use a shifting lands tool, and that was the circle cutter. So Gerard, great tool, thank you. Because when Richard first announced that it was a circle base, I was like, well, fuck. I was like, how am I gonna cut this freehand? And I was recently just starting getting into XPS foam with that, so I discovered cutting foam, like sculpting it out, and that's how I did the rock textures. I experimented in not making rocks just gray, and I really liked how the blue rocks turned out.
Yep.
And that was just from, okay, so this is kind of done in like a bluescape kind of situation. So I was like, let me just emulate that. And I don't consider myself a mini painter, and I did some minis. And then I think ultimately the biggest one was the sound.
Yeah.
That was my first attempt at putting sound into a diorama or a piece of terrain.
That was very cool.
Thank you. That led into the whole bell tower situation.
Oh, so that kind of paved the way for that build then.
Yep.
That's cool.
And I think that was my first big resin pour. So that was my first time, aside from the fountain, which was a fail, using Envirotex light and creating water. So
I mean, that's something. So truth be told, like, I still was terrified of resin, which is why I went with the paper mache technique. And I was also trying to go with not buying anything extra, like what do I have around available at that moment in time. But I am, there it is. It's going up. So if you guys head on over to the Crazy Crafter Discord, we can put a link up there in the chat for everyone. And I guess this is also a good time if some of these folks might be new to the channel and not know what the heck is going on. Back in July, Richard came on the stream and we proposed a really cool challenge for everyone, and it's more than a challenge. I think that's the wrong word. It's this really cool community build that everyone from around the world participated in support of making dioramas. Brittany and Richard are huge Lord of the Rings diorama fans, and they made these awesome dioramas for Richard and Brittany's wedding, which happened back in mid-October. Richard has got some pretty cool gifts as a result for folks that participated and some other folks that voted on it. Anyway, that's what this stream is dedicated to today. We're reviewing all of that lovely work. If you're new to the channel and you're like, what the heck is all this diorama stuff happening? If you missed that, I just realized probably should catch you up on that. That being said, there's a Lord of the Rings work in progress tab under the Crazy Crafter Discord. That's where all these photos are going up right now. Richard just threw up Zane's diorama, and I'm looking at it again here, Zane, and I am blown away. We're going to pull it up here in just a second. But getting back to the resin pour, that's one of the reasons I'm still terrified. I've not done a resin pour. The closest water effect sans paper mache, and it's 2-part epoxy for like Michael's Well in the Dwarven Cemetery, which is like nothing. Like, that's easy. I have done no resin pours, and I don't want to open up new, fresher wounds, Michael, but you had something happen this week with your build, and honestly, I didn't see the problem with it. Was it just because it's separated from the base of the edge? I was like, I didn't see it being a major issue. It looked great to me still.
No, it still looks good. I mean, the thing is with smaller dioramas and stuff, like you guys are saying, resin isn't something to be scared of. But like if you're pouring it in a really big amount, you're increasing your chances of areas in which it can fail. So, and the thing I used polyester resin, not epoxy. and polyester resin contracts. So as it
How
was
you get the wave.
contracting, it's separated from. I had put in a varnish to seal the base, and it contracted and it's separated from the varnish.
Dude.
So there's a gap between the resin and the base itself. Not the whole way across it, and it still looks good, but obviously I want to fix that. There are ways to fix it, but yeah. So whenever Richard was saying, resin isn't something to be scared of, I was sitting there, I was just like, little do you know.
I mean,
Actually, I have a story about that
Okay.
as well. Colin, you saw at the wedding, I had some signs. I tried to make some bar signs for the Prancing Pony and
Yes.
the Green Dragon that we were going to have decoration. So my initial thought was, I'm going to get these things printed out on a piece of paper, and I'm going to glue it to a board. I had this framed board, and then I was going to pour resin on top of it
okay.
and seal it in. First time I did that, it was a disaster. The board I had used was not sealed up right, so resin was leaking onto my balcony. The resin seeped underneath the paper and pulled it away from the board. It was just a
God.
disaster. I did that twice. So then I had these wooden boards with just a layer of resin on them and nothing attached, because I was like, I'm not going to just stick this ugly piece of paper on here. And so I did learn that lesson of big pours that's a skill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm never
had-
doing that again.
Well, I mean, it is a skill, or it's something that has got a very a quick learning curve you have to get over. And I got my friend Joe, our friend Joe from Encounter Terrain, to come and help me out with that, and we had a great time. And for his part, he was really, really helpful. I mean, I think it was basically ultimately my fault for sealing the base with the wrong material. So none of the reasons why that failed were anything to do with Joe. So maybe I should just blame it all on him. Yeah.
We'll take it.
That's a good method.
Yeah. Blame it all on Joe. I think that's good. We'll blame Joe for that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Too funny. Too
But
funny.
I'm going to try and recover it. We'll see.
There you go.
I mean, I think it's you said you reached out already to folks from the Tabletop Crafters Guild, right? And they were already giving some pretty good advice. It sounds like, right, my friend? So it's definitely not the be all end all. And I think from what you shared and what I saw, it doesn't look. I think it looks great still, Michael. I think the resin pour still looks really good, and I think that piece is definitely salvageable. So what's going to be the fix for it, you think? What are you going to try?
So, in the gap, you compress the board and the resin together, so there's a bit of spring and give. So I'm thinking of injecting epoxy resin in between the gap and then clumping it together.
Okay.
And then I suggested that in the Tabletop Crafters Guild, and a number of guys were saying something very, very similar to that. Like some guys were saying drill holes.
Drilling it.
I don't know about drilling it and stuff. I think that
Don't do it.
yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the drilling part. I think I'm going to just inject it through from the side and then yeah.
Okay.
I kept my mouth shut on those.
I'll take any advice. I won't take any advice. I will listen to any advice.
Yeah. There you go. There's a difference. Well,
I would say you're on the right track for that. Just inject it in and then clamp it together.
Yeah.
You'll have to fill us in out there. I know we've got Gerard from Shifting Lands out there, Carl from Carl Makes Stuff. I saw Wouter out there as well. Wouter, that Prancing Pony diorama is impressive on photos. I must have taken more. I loved all of them, and I kept I went from one table to the other, just being floored by all the work, and I loved your Prancing Pony diorama there, Walter. The amount of detail and color and put into that build was spectacular.
Yeah.
Seeing one of Gerard's builds in person was also that you want to talk about a centerpiece holding a table. That was like it was not the 9-inch diameter scale. And it was such a lovely piece. I love the color that he got from the white stone of Minas Tirith. I love the action of all the minis. Wait, did you put the mini? Did you add the minis?
I did the minis.
The minis.
That was me.
The minis look great. And again, see, that's the other thing too. I was like, oh, look at this. Gerard's an excellent mini painter. And then you're like, I painted those. And I'm like, holy shite! Like that's amazing. Like I love how the builds came together, and it's absolutely amazing to me. I don't know, just getting to seeing the work in person is different than just seeing the picture, and it's like being at the tabletop when the terrain goes down. That is a different experience, seeing it in person and getting to appreciate everything up close. It's it's pretty cool. And then I have my favorite build of everyone out there that I'll share and I'll talk about later. But I had a blast, and I always go back to this too. Richard was talking about this. Zane's talking about this as well. Anytime you do a diorama, the diorama it can be filled with lots of detail. It depends on what you do with it. But the skill set, that's how I started in the terrain crafting. I was making those little dioramas for all the players in our campaign, Richard. And like all the detail that you learn and put in, there's so many different things that you pick up and you learn from building in this quantity, but also in the diorama, because you're building a story into the piece. It's capturing a moment of life that you want trying to share. So I forever will be a huge advocate and supporter of making dioramas to strengthen your art in the tabletop crafting world.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun project. It was definitely interesting to go down that road. I wanted to actually share, like, we were just blown away when we got to see them all on the tables. Because you, Colin, first off, big thanks to you, Colin and Chris, for you guys came out 2.5 hours before the wedding started to make sure all the dioramas looked good and were assembled, because a few of them, mostly mine, kind of fell apart in transit despite my best efforts at keeping them together. And you guys came out and just hot glued things together and made them look top notch. So when Brittany and I got to see them, we did like a little sneak peek of it. She was just floored by the work everyone had done, and she had seen all the dioramas as they were arriving, as they were being shipped in. But even so, the day of, she was just like, these came out so amazing and these were so cool. So that's a big thanks to you, Colin, for going out and fluffing the dioramas, and everyone else also for making these. I do have some fun stories, though. I want to share that were kind of funny. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Wouter. Okay, Wouter, you sent me your diorama first. The Prancing Pony was like the first one I received, and we had Brittany's parents over one day, and it was sitting on our kitchen table next to some of my dioramas that I had made. And this was the first time her dad had seen my work, other than Weathertop, which I had shown him. That was the first one that I had ever made. And he came in and he was like really impressed by the dioramas, really transfixed by the Prancing Pony. He was blown away by it. And Brittany asked him, like, which one do you like most? We were just trying to find out which one he really enjoyed. And he refused to answer. He was not going to say. We found out a couple days later that he didn't want to answer because he wasn't sure which ones I had made and which ones someone else had made. And he didn't want me to feel insulted. But he did admit that his favorite was the Prancing Pony. He was just blown away by the detail on that one. And that actually sat at his table during the wedding. So he got to look at it all night. And while he was sober, he enjoyed it. He got drunk very fast.
I mean, if you've got the Prancing Pony diorama on your table, you're going to want to get drunk because, I mean, it's kind of fitting.
Yeah, it's like right there in front of you. With Gerard's diorama, so Gerard blew past the contest deadline, but he reached out quite a bit later. So thank you, Gerard, for sending this, and sent this massive thing that was 2 pieces when it arrived. So it had the kind of the center tower structure and then the street that wrapped around it. And he had put like laser cut wooden pieces on there with mine and Brittany's names on it and the Tolkien symbol. And he just put a ton of detail into this thing. So we were floored. I felt bad because I had talked to Gerard, and the plan was for me to put some minis on it, like Gandalf riding a horse, and I had some soldiers, and I didn't want to do it because I was like, I don't want to ruin this model. It's too good. I will ruin it for sure. But I bit the bullet and added them on there. I think it turned out all right.
It did.
Yeah, you can see it on this stream. Well, I'm 20 seconds in the future now. So on the tables, everything else was kind of designed to sit on top of these centerpieces, sit nice and comfortably with this 9-inch. That's a nice pillar. This 9-inch diameter. And so I had my family actually go and kind of assemble all the centerpieces and get things going. So they did their best to put Gerard's together neatly, but through the course of the evening, it just started falling apart. The tower just started falling over. And so by the time dinner started, the tower was sitting on the table next to the street of Gondor. So it wasn't broken. It was just unassembled itself.
Unassembled
Gondor
itself.
had fallen at that point.
No.
But I did put that. Yeah, exactly. I did put that diorama at my mother's table, and she really enjoyed the work that went into that, and spent a lot of time looking at it. So
Yeah.
those ones gave some funny stories of like crazy things that happened during and leading into the wedding. But everyone, I was so proud going around to the tables and telling people like, oh yeah, that one came from Belgium. That one came from the Netherlands. Yep. Telling them where these all came from. It was really good. So yeah, that's.
So here's the question, Richard.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with all of these dioramas?
So we're still working on that. Colin actually made 2 kind of last second ones. He made Bag End and the Troll Shaws, where the trolls were stone.
Yep.
So he took those back.
Mm-hmm. I've got those.
Which he's going to do what he's going to do with them. The rest of them, we currently have boxed up, like silica gel packets, kind of sealed up in a storage unit for safekeeping. My plan, what I'm thinking of doing, is when I do have a house with a man cave, I'm going to put them up along a wall, something awesome. Nice. But Brittany and I were both of the mind to like not get rid of any.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Especially the ones that you all made, because the ones I made, I'm like, whatever. But the ones you guys made, they're way too nice. So we are keeping them, and we'll display them at some point. So in the future.
A little bit disappointed.
Michael will
send them out around the world to people who want them.
We can. It's tough. I'm not opposed to that, but then I have to convince the wife that that's a good idea too.
I mean, I understand keeping them too. So
I could send them out as like a Christmas Secret Santa. Something.
Well,
no,
I know which one Michael wants.
Yeah.
I know which one he wants.
I definitely love the I mean, it's one of my favorite scenes in the whole story is Riddles in the Dark. And like in the whole of Lord of the Rings, like whenever I was a kid, that was like literally one of my favorite scenes. And the first time hearing that whole sequence and whatnot, was just like, yes, this is awesome. So yeah, and the fact that you can have the sound attached to it, that was definitely one of my top dioramas.
I think as far as like I love all the colors in that one, Zane. That one still blows me away. I like the little resin print. Zane can't not have those amazing details because he has the ability to add those. But like the little plaque on it makes it look that much more. I don't know. It's just I love all those little elements and those details that go into it. The resin pour, the painting of the rocks underneath the resin. If you guys haven't seen it, Zane, you'll have to throw it up there. Happily.
Well, and I did have a fail.
Video. Oh, you
with
did?
The resin pour on that.
Really?
If you look on the diorama by the little rock that's in the water, there's a big bubble under the resin, and I tried to
I
disguise
never noticed
it
that.
with putting.
Yeah, I never saw that
I tried
either.
to put water texture over it to disguise it, but I mean, me being the one making it, I'm like, fuck, I see it. Like,
Where is it at, Zane?
but-
Where's it at again?
So if you're looking up the diorama,
Yep.
there's the boulder that Gollum is on.
Yep.
And to the front of it, there's a little rock coming up out of the water.
Okay.
Okay, good. You have it up on the thing.
I do.
To the right side of that boulder, under the water, there's a big water bubble under the resin.
I never noticed it ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Never noticed it.
Now it's there. I might as well just send it to Michael.
Yep.
I don't want it now.
Oh no! Oh no!
No,
He'll happily
don't-
take that. He'll happily take that.
don't send it to me now. I don't want it.
Oh yeah.
That bubble.
It's
Oh
tainted.
man. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if you notice it, it's because you're the one making it. Other people
Right.
aren't necessarily going to
Yeah.
notice it.
True.
So
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, getting like that sort of thing in dioramas all of the time. Everyone does, and the way to deal with it is to cover it up. That's how you do it.
Right.
or incorporate it.
Yeah.
Like
Or
Carl,
throw a whole wedding so no one notices because they're
Yeah, right.
distracted.
Throw alcohol in there.
Yeah, just open bar. Good. No one will notice any problems. Colin, what was your favorite in person?
Oh, my favorite in person. I'll show you. I mean, I again, I like all of them, but this one here is I'm putting it up here, and I think this is a Tina Martin's one.
She did awesome work.
Oh, I just slid to nothing.
She has one of my favorites. I know what my favorite is.
This is my favorite one. It's
Jard says, sorry for breaking the building rules.
No, you break away. No
Yeah.
apologies needed there, Gerard. Above and beyond. And very, very, very. It's just a stunning piece that you created, my friend. Thank you for making that. This is a Tina Martin's one, yes?
That is Tina Martin. That is
Yeah,
Grey
yes.
Havens.
Grey Haven. This one.
I think that was the last one she made, wasn't it?
It was the last one she made.
The
Yeah.
resin. I if I can find another picture of it, I took a lot of pictures of this one because I was so overwhelmed with how it turned out and how it looked.
Mhm.
It's got to be one of the earlier videos I took here. Maybe I can post a video, dude. Yeah, that particular one with the resin pour, the different textures. I like the different scale that this one was in. It was on a little bit smaller scale. Just all the detail that went into that one. That's one of my favorite. That is my favorite one of the day. I fell in love with that one, and I knew I really liked it because I was just like, damn, like I kept noticing new stuff about it, and I kept snapping pictures and taking video of it because I really liked it. And I was like trying to like, oh, I want to all it did was inspire me. I was like, oh, that'd be cool. Like, I think this would be a neat build if I did this for like, I like the cave, the walls of the cave with the stairwell leading down on it. I was like, oh, there's so many cool different elements here with it. But that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one of the day.
That one, she really went beyond what I expected. I think she did that in like half an hour of work, as she does.
Like
an evening probably. But her whole thing, she did have the resin. She'd had a specific ripple product that she had told me about that she used on that. The plan for that, I was supposed to build a boat to go in there, but ran out of time. There's a lot of stories surrounding the wedding that I could tell, but we'll get into that a bit later.
Dude.
So yeah, that one was really amazing. She did a amazing job on that. What about you, Zane? Which one was your favorite?
So my favorite, at least of Tina's, was the one where I think it was from The Hobbit, where the barrels.
The barrel rider?
That's another one I totally took. My photos messed up on that. If someone has a photo of those barrel riders, send it to me or let's put it in the Discord.
Also, I just remembered it because I forgot about it. The water horses, or what, I don't know the technical name, but just the details that she was able to create with the horses coming out of the river. It was amazing.
Yeah, here. I'm gonna send one picture of the barrel riders.
This is my love letter to Tina.
I found video footage of my boat. I'm putting it up.
There, I
Nice.
just circled a bubble on another photo on the Discord.
Another bubble.
Can't even tell that's a bubble.
The water texture
that's-
definitely helps.
That's definitely the artist seeing something that no one else will.
Yep.
I'm trying to find one more picture of the barrel rider. So the barrel riders, Tina sent that one without any of the models on it. So it was just the terrain. She doesn't really do a lot of model building or model painting, she had told me. So that one was like the first thing. As soon as I got that, I painted up those orcs and dwarves and threw them all on there to try and have a nice model there. And that really kind of brought it to life for me, at least. But that one was just a brilliant piece also. A lot of different techniques went into that.
I'm also a little biased. I also really like Derek's with the Brickleberry Fairy.
Yeah, I like that one too. I like his paint job on the minis, and I like the scale in which he created.
I printed
all
the
those.
minis for him, so
Did you?
that's why I'm biased.
Oh,
That's why you're biased?
That's why you're biased, huh? Yeah, I definitely like that one too. I like the murkiness that he got with kind of like just the crossing with that water there. That looked really good. Yeah.
The water looked like really dirty and gross. Like, and I was like, it was amazing to see.
Mm-hmm.
All my resin pours look perfectly, perfect water, but his is like, oh, that's real. I've seen rivers like that.
Yep.
Oh, you've been to
sense.
Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. No.
Yeah. Yeah, the paint job, and he had done several Hero Forge models for the Hobbit, and had some great poses to get in that just that right position for jumping and stuff.
Yeah. I
see there's a piece that didn't get glued back on, Colin,
which one?
in the picture.
Which one?
Oh, there's just one of the posts on the ferry I see is broken off.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it
You're
there?
fired.
I didn't do it? Damn it.
I'm joking. It's okay.
Oh, yeah,
that
I
one
see it.
actually arrived when he shipped that one over. He was so careful packing it up, and it was really well packaged. But the rider had broken off in transit and had bounced around, so a lot of the models and pieces had gotten snapped off while it was en route. So I had to glue all that back together. But it was still like pulling it out. It was like, oh wow, this brings that scene to life really well. We enjoyed it.
Dude, I can't believe I missed that. I think by the time I got over to Derek's ferry, I was like, oh, I think I've got everything, and my eyes were like swelling with
Glazing
like
over.
sheer being glazed over from all the work. Like I legit think that's how I missed that. Well, now I'm mad that I missed.
It's all
that.
good. It's all good. It's also if it's something nobody knows, then it's like, oh yeah, the ferry is broken. That's
Yeah.
just how it is.
Yeah, the ferry's broken. No big deal.
Ferry's just broken.
No big deal.
It's seen better days.
Dude, where's some other? I'm grabbing some more footage and I'm putting it up there for everyone so that you can check out. Oh, Elston's. I want to put this one up there of Elston's. Elston from.
Kudos to
Nation.
Elston. Because he's not really a terrain maker or anything.
Yeah,
so.
he's awesome. He did a fantastic job. This wood that he created and the texture with the popsicle sticks and the stain he threw on it looks absolutely amazing. And again, the story that it comes up with in capturing this moment from The Hobbit, the little detail of like the wine bottle with the wine spilling out on the floor. It's it's just amazing, and I love the backdrop that he created with the
hay
the hay
stuffed with wine bottles.
Yeah, so amazing.
Which I would never have thought about.
I'm gonna throw these up in the Discord, and we're gonna go take a look at more of this stuff. And then, I think that might be where we're at this stage, is being able to take a look at some of this amazing work in greater detail. We'll hang out there. That one's your files are too powerful. Oh, it's 25 seconds. That's why. Gosh darn it.
And
Gosh
they're too
darn
powerful.
It. That one's too powerful.
I threw up a picture of Elston's because his was one of those. Every time me or Brittany looked at it while it was like hanging around, we saw a new detail, and we were like, "Wait a minute,
Yeah.
how'd that get there?" And he went all out with like painting all the dwarves, the heads, like, did so much.
That's
really great work.
I mean, that's where he shines, is the mini painting side of things. You know, so those details look awesome.
No, there's no better batch. I would equate, like, what could Tina Martins and Paul Elston achieve in a week's worth of time with each other if they were to like join forces? Craziness, right?
They could have done all 26.
Yeah, they'd have been done. They'd have been done. All those minis, like, I easily would have been done during that time frame. Oh my gosh. Let's see if this is too big. Oh no, it's gonna load. Oh, that's cool. I am loading
T-Rex with arm grabbers.
Yeah, that's right. All right, those are up there. Let's go take a look at more of these in detail. I've shown them up here, but we'll go over here and we'll take a look in greater detail here for everyone. I mean, yeah, I played this video earlier of Richard's Smaug diorama, but that's that glitter that he laid down on top of all the gold in the Misty Mountain. That came out really cool. I love the broken columns there. Here's the eagles picking up Sam and Frodo on the side of the mountain. Super cool. I like all the suspension that you created in some of your pieces here, Richard. You had the Nazgul.
The wires?
Yeah, the wire you created. Thank you. I was like, the suspension.
Fly.
Yeah. Here's Zane's diorama again. We got some footage. We got some more pictures of Zane stuff, but like, look at that color. Like, you can see, it looks like real water. It looks like you're in a cave with that crystal clear water looking down at all that stone underneath there. Super cool.
I loved the effect of the underpainting of the water. I think it turned out pretty cool.
I loved your Amon Sul here, Richard. This turned out really good too. I love this piece.
That was like the first thing I did.
Yeah, it was the first thing. It was the very first one, right?
Very first one.
Dude.
Yeah.
The textures.
Super cool.
I ruined a blender. It was an old blender. It was an old blender, but I still ruined a blender.
I ruined a blender.
Did you get a blender for a wedding gift?
I think so. I think so.
I was gonna say that's a pretty staple.
How many blenders did you get? That's the question. Normally, like, I can remember at our wedding we got like 9 clocks.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
9 clocks.
I heard something that clocks were something you're not supposed to give it away.
Well, I mean, maybe people were trying to say something. I don't know.
I like the Bridge of Cossack Doom here, Richard. That turned out really well. I love all the texture you got on the rock, and everything underneath here is super
paper
cool.
mache.
Yeah, it was awesome. Paper mache, like, that's like one of the first things we work on as kids, right? Learn to craft with. Check this out. This is the Prancing Pony that Walter built. Absolutely stunning. I see those shifting land windows in there. Those are cool. I like all the flocking out with the dirt and the cobblestone path leading up to it. It's just
the roof.
Yeah.
Like the mold and the growth on the roof was just like, who has time for that?
Walter does. And he
I think my favorite thing about Walter.
He joined later, right, Zane? He was later he joined after the stream, right?
There was like 2 weeks or something to do it, and he was like,
"It's done."
Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Smack, it's done.
Yeah,
that's what I was laughing at too.
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh my gosh, Walter had it."
I'm glad we were on the same page with that.
I love this little bag, the Bilbo Baggins at Bag End here celebration. That's cute. I like all the green. I love the greenery, and I like the wood trim around here too. And the sign's really cute as well. I like that one. I like that one a lot.
That was my second one.
Second one. That's it looked great up there.
It could be a cake topper.
Yeah. Look at this one. Who is this? One of yours too, Richard?
Yeah, that's the second one I built.
You're crazy. No, not the
Wait,
Bilbo one.
which I don't know which one you're looking at.
Oh, I'm looking.
No, the cliff is Tina.
This is
the cliff is Tina.
Yeah.
That one. So that one, she actually shipped that with a bunch of trees in a little box, and she was like, "You just have to stick the trees in." I didn't want to have them while they were shipping, but that was Tina. this massive cliff, which turned out great.
I helped her figure out how to scale the trees, or at least
Oh,
I gave
okay.
my 2 cents about it.
Yeah, well, they look great, and I love. This looks like it looks like a rock got thrown on here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this looks.
Maybe that's
It was
why she's
shockingly
not
light.
actually.
It's just a rock.
She's not crafting. She's just gluing
I mean,
actual cliffs onto.
That's
styrofoam.
what I did for my dioramas. I was like using the actual. I mean, as close as you can get that for the trees and stuff. Like that Spanish moss or whatever it is. Like that stuff is instant tree action. I fell in love with that. Pipe cleaner and that stuff. You can build a tree. You can build a forest in a couple hours like that with that method. Joe Levine kind of rocked my world, and I know has rocked Zane and Michael are both fans of it too, and a lot of other folks are creating trees that way. It's
Michael's not a fan of that.
really.
I wouldn't say I'm not. I am a fan. I just prefer a different method. I still like it.
I see it. It's right here. How did I freaking miss that? It's because I'm excited, like looking at everything. I'm so mad that I missed that. Now I'm only gonna see that. I'm mad that I missed
The
this.
Burkleberry?
Yeah.
Or
The
Buckleberry?
Buckleberry
Buckleberry
Fairy.
first.
pose.
Yep. I love the Tom Cruise action pose that we got Frodo in here about to jump off. That's pretty cool. This whole thing turned out great, Derek. I love the fairy, that water,
Yeah.
the grass there. It's freaking amazing.
Walter wants to know, did she ship it all out in one go, or were there multiple packages? I think it was multiple.
So she shipped her first round. She did 4 models in the first batch. So she had done what was it? She did Rivendell. She did the Barrel Riders. She did. I'm trying to remember all the ones she did. Too many. Rivendell, Barrel Riders. Oh, she did the Arwen and the river with the horses.
Yep.
Mhm.
And she had done. There was one more. I'm trying to remember. How many did I say? Arwen,
6. Or you said 3.
Rivendell, Barrel Riders, and shelf was later. Oh man, I'm terrible.
I'm looking at them.
Oh no, it was Helm's Deep. She had sent a Helm's Deep one.
Oh, that's
that
right.
first.
It's the
Yeah.
Legolas one.
Legolas. Yeah,
Yep.
which we'll get to that one.
The
It's on the
stairs.
list here. So she sent all 4 of those in one box first. And then she came back and she was like, I have a little more time. I can make a couple more. Do you want some others? And I gave her the Great Shelf, which was the cliff face that she built. And then she also did the Grey Havens were the last 2. And she sent those separately. Surprisingly, getting items shipped from the UK and Netherlands and stuff is cheaper than doing it within the States.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what? Like, this is crazy. But yeah, so she sent 2 boxes, one with 4, one with 2, and including all the extra foam that I gave to Colin from over there.
Yes, thank you, Tina.
So
Oh my gosh. Now
Mine, Tina.
now I have my precious stock of Styroderm.
yeah,
I gotta buy more stuff from George, so he'll send me some.
There you go. This is we're looking at one of yours here, Richard. This is one of my favorites. of yours.
Osgiliath.
Yeah, Osgiliath here. This is absolutely amazing. Getting to the wire to suspend the Nazgul up there with the Witch King. Love this piece.
that Nazgul, the model that I bought for that
Yeah.
is like 5 times the size of the one I printed there.
Oh my god.
That thing's huge. It's a massive model, but
Jeez.
it came out
It
in
came
that
out
little
great.
size.
It came out great.
The wonders of 3D printing.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is this another
Magic.
Tina one? This Rivendell one?
Yeah, Rivendell is Tina's other one.
This
That did.
stonework.
I think that was the first one she did. Like during the stream, I feel like when we announced the contest, she just cranked this out.
She's
and
like,
then
oh, cool. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
One's
done. Initially, I was gonna try to do seats with all of the council there, but did not have the time
No,
to make that happen.
it's all good. That it looked great.
But it's still like the details and the aging in that to make it look
Mhm.
like this ancient elven place really just
Yep.
amazing.
I like all the stonework, right? Like these
Yeah.
little individual. It's just nuts. We won't look at this one. This picture I've blown out. I learned how to use your
I
camera.
got a better picture further down we can look at for that one.
Yeah, this is one
It's
of yours
not blown
again,
out.
Richard. I love this one.
That one is the Lonely Mountain, yeah.
Yep, the Lonely
Nice.
Mountain one is really good here, Richard.
A quick fight, and that was a quick build.
Were those 3D prints just stuck to foam? Or?
Yep.
Yeah, the the dwarves were
Yep.
just 3D prints
They
that
looked
I cut in half and stuck
They
on
look
there.
so good in those turned out great. I liked that one a lot too, Richard. I really
Welcome
liked
to
that
the
one.
Zane Morgan method.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have gotten a better shot and not blown out the water, but there are horse
Yeah.
heads in this water, guys. There are horse heads in this water here.
Let me find the ones that she sent of it.
Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, because she
these
had
are-
one with the light turned on
Dude.
on that thing.
There's a light in it.
There's a light in it
Oh my
That
god.
makes it even better.
that she kind of embedded up
Find it.
into the horses.
This is
Well,
Lake.
it's Tina. I'm not
This
surprised.
is Lake Town, right, Richard? This is your Lake Town coming up here.
I clicked away from your Discord.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude.
The big buildings. Yeah, that was Lake Town with resin.
With the
poured base
resin,
and-
with the like kind of like that snowy frost on there, the little crate on there, it looks really good.
That was the buildings just got away from me. I was like, oh, I'll just freehand it without too much planning, and then suddenly the buildings were massive, and I couldn't fit it inside the boxes that I had got for all the others.
Dude.
I replied to it, so it should
Copy
send
that.
the link.
I like this one too. This is a fun one. I love the mini of Legolas jumping up on the horse here. That's a really good one. This turned out really cool.
If anyone wants that minis, check out the Printing Goes Ever On
Yeah.
or my Etsy shop.
Yep.
Either one.
Either are there. That's what I should have put in the description down here, Richard, on this stream today. I didn't put. I need to put.
It's Etsy.
I'll edit it and put a link to the print shop for you as well, because that's important. People need to,
Oh,
if they want some awesome 3D models, they can go to the Adventures in 3D Printing. That's important too.
Yeah. Go
We've
there.
We've seen Tina. Yeah, go there. Buy your minis. This is again Tina. And what was this one? The my favorite one that Tina did.
That was Grey Havens.
Grey Havens. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Amazon is so efficient. They just opened up my garage door.
Oh my gosh. We've seen Gerard's here. We'll look at it again because
Gerard's.
It's so
I
awesome.
think I posted another picture of. Oh no, I have another picture of the other side of Gerard's that we can
Okay.
look at
Okay.
when we get to the bottom. Because yeah, he did some fun stuff.
The towers being lit here with Pippin crawling up there, right?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
the Beacon of Gondor
Beacon of Gondor.
using natural wood
Yeah.
as the beacon itself.
Yeah. I wish I'd have gotten more. There's footage. I have footage of this, but Fangorn Forest here with the Ents is really good. I really like this one as well. It's a crummy. It's not the best picture that I took here. The problem was I was trying to take a lot of footage and pictures and repair things as I could. It was a busy time before the wedding.
Yeah.
I like
But that
this
one
a
was
lot.
when I figured it with the Fangorn Forest. I was trying to make trees, and then I said, I'm just going to get some sticks and glue
Mhm.
things together.
Yeah.
And that worked better than me trying, because I don't know the techniques. I have to go watch that stream and brush up on some tree technique.
Yeah,
I'm
there's some
I don't
good
have-
ones. There's some good ones out there. There's a lot of really cool ones. Michael's got a really cool one that using twine and hot glue to make
Yes.
trees and branches. It's really good too. Create some really good textures.
You will
Um,
burn yourself though.
That's fine.
Yeah, you do very well, but- I mean, there's so many things in this hobby that you injure yourself on.
Yeah.
Doesn't stop you.
I love this one.
Oh, I'm not discrediting it. I think it's great, but I definitely burned myself making it.
Now this was Brittany's favorite scene, and Tina wanted
Yes.
to make sure she captured it and got it on
Yeah.
out and one of the centerpieces for Brittany.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I like this one.
She takes when you tell Tina, oh, I just need a chunk of the wall of Helm's Deep. She turns out something that's like above and beyond that. Like
That's-
I would have done this not that detailed.
That's
So
Tina
yeah,
Martin's.
yep, an amazing piece. Brittany really enjoyed seeing that one come through
Nice.
too.
I like
It was
this one
really
a
fun.
lot too. Was this one of yours, Richard?
The fight, the Watcher in the water. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the Watcher. I got to have fun with some resin on that one and
Yeah.
figure out how to.
It looks really good.
That was my first resin pour, so it was a good learning experience.
Yeah. Hey, that's not clean water. That's kind of like
I was just gonna say your water looks
Yeah,
good.
it's a little murky and different there. I think that's definitely some variation. Give yourself some cred there, bud. That looks really good, Richard.
I'll
Hey,
give
Bill,
myself
welcome.
credit.
Oh yeah, there we go. It's a better picture of the barrels. Oh my god, I love the. Oh my god, looks so good.
Like
Tina.
that one, I don't think it needed the heads in the barrels, but like because she did so much on her own.
Yeah,
But yeah, it fills in a little bit,
it's amazing.
just a little bit.
I literally could not. That looks normal to me, Zane. It doesn't that's so.
Bubble.
Yeah, that bubble doesn't. It's not. I don't even think that's. An
It
issue.
bothered me because it was like such a perfect pour, and then it was like right at the end. I think the top had sealed of the resin, and then underneath I pressed something and it pushed air up, and I was like, no.
Oh.
But yeah,
Dude.
hindsight's 2020. It's fine. It worked out.
Yeah.
Um,
And then yeah, that's Elston's
Elston's
wine cellar.
the wine cellar. Fantastic! It's so good. It's so
Just looking at the
good.
chat, and Bill from Wylock's Armory has joined the chat.
Hey, Bill. Welcome
Hello,
to the
Bill.
stream.
Out of coffee.
We are reviewing all of the amazing dioramas put together by the Crazy Crafter community, the folks from around the world. They recently built a bunch of Lord of the Rings dioramas over the I guess since July, leading up to Brittany and Richard's wedding, and we're featuring them all today here on the stream and having Richard back on to share some really cool prizes from folks that were able to participate today. So thanks for joining us, Bill, and thank you all of you out there that are hanging out with us today. But for someone like you said earlier, Zane, Elston doesn't fancy himself a terrain builder, but the stuff that I've seen Elston build terrain-wise so far, I've absolutely loved. I loved his use of the sprues here as well from the Warhammer GW kits. I thought the sprues there for that little rack was pretty ingenious, and gluing all that together turned out really good.
Yep.
It's dope. Which one is this?
That next picture is the other side of the barrel riders.
Oh yes, okay. I
Where
definitely
you do
didn't
have
capture
a
that
fight
side.
going on.
Look at that. I like that one. I didn't see the other side. I don't think I saw the other side of the barrel riders.
I don't think I did either.
Jeez. I was there.
Yeah, you just had to walk to the other side of the table.
I guess so. Jeez. Get a different perspective, man. Wow. Oh, this
Tina
is cool.
Martin.
Tina Martin. Look at the rate, like the river that's like flowing, and like kind of the rapids that they're floating down. Like it's just amazing detail, Tina. Oh, so cool. So cool. Oh yeah, here's some footage. Here's the other. There's the side I did see it from. There it is. Ah, one more time because it's so freaking cool.
Yeah.
Dude. So awesome. Some up close footage from Zane's build. I don't think I get the resin bubble here, so sorry, Zane. I won't be able to. Oh, maybe I do. We're gonna rack focus on the resin bubble. Yeah, look at that. Oh, the colors in that, Zane. That's so cool.
The color work, the bones, like just the little tiny things
Stuff.
that are like.
I sculpted the bones, the fish bones, and
I
the
didn't
other
know
ones.
that.
I made.
Really?
Is it
Yep,
green
I did
stuff?
the bones. No, it's I designed them in Blender.
Oh,
You sculpted in Blender and then 3D printed it.
shocked.
Nice.
Shocked.
Yeah,
I'm shocked.
shocker.
Um,
Yeah, those were that and the plaque on the front were my contribution to the.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my troll shots, my stone trolls with
Yeah.
This one turned out pretty good. I like this one. I like my trees. So that's my tree. That's my pipe cleaner trees that I picked up from Joe. Those look pretty cool.
Okay. That was that method that you were talking about.
I like that. I like the shadow that I got here at this. I was like, oh, it's kind of like in the woods with sunlight and stuff. I like that. I got all excited. This is pretty cool. So I like this. This is like getting good. I remember Richard, it was a little bit like, are you sure you're going to be able to finish these in time? And I was like, I got it. Don't worry. You did help, like, the troll shots, like, making the stone variation of it. Like, that did help expedite the process in that first one here. But these dioramas came together in, like, 3 days. I had to harness my best Tina Martins and get to work. But my bag in here looked pretty cool.
Bag in looked really nice.
I like the bag in.
And a lot of people mentioned they really like both of those. Like, you really brought out all the stops.
I wish I'd have gone back here. See this sculpt-a-mold here on the edge? I wish I'd have gone back and cleaned that up and integrated that a little bit. Like, not had those little bits, but that's all right.
Well, you know what? Nature's not perfect. So.
That's true. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, nature doesn't really build itself in 9-inch circles.
And I don't know. Be careful, everyone. You're about to be overwhelmed. You're about to be overwhelmed with one of the most amazing crafts ever.
The one that stole the show. Everyone was like, "We loved the wedding."
Oh my god!
Too bad the Collins diorama was so much better than the rest of the event.
You should have made it 1-to-1 scale and had your.
That would have been funny.
The vowels in the boat.
In the boat.
Oh my god!
Clutching each other.
I did use one of the lines, like Samwise Gamgee's lines, in my vows.
I
made sure to include some stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Aww.
What was that then? Give us the line now, Richard.
Oh, I told her even though I can't carry all her burdens, I can carry her. I used that.
Oh,
you know, some
It
real
was a really-
sappy.
Oh, it was awesome. It wasn't sappy. It was beautiful. Your guys' ceremony and your vows were awesome. I loved them. It's my favorite part one of my favorite parts of the ceremony is getting to hear everyone's vows.
I hope that you put some dramatic effect into it. You know, like, I can't carry you, but I can't carry you. No.
When you put the ring on the fingers, did you disappear?
He did not.
That would have been cool.
But Richard,
you dropped through the floor.
Richard and all of his groom's folks were rocking awesome kilts. They were in great. Everyone looked beautiful up there. It was awesome.
We hammed it up. I'll put some other photos from the actual wedding.
Look at this.
After these. This is what Gerard did. He had. I can't even read that anymore. Oh, it's a passage about Minas Tirith.
Is that laser engraved on the side?
Yeah, it is.
That's Gerard Boom. Of course it is.
Of course. What would you expect?
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I love that one. Did we get the other side? No, we didn't see the other side. But that's
let me see if I can find the other side here.
Beautiful.
I gotta see if I have it.
So cool, Gerard. I love just the little extra details to help make the day that much more special for Richard and Brittany. A big above and beyond, my friend. Really cool. We'll find more. We'll see. Look, Tina Martin's here. So this one's really cool. You guys can see here. You see the little freaking horse heads that she put in the water. Absolutely amazing. So cool. Tina, we're not worthy. Just
our photographers did not get the other side of Gerard.
That's okay.
I'll have to have words.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. The day. Oh yeah, the flower girl and ring bearer were a show-stopping day for the event too. Holy crap! Everyone was like, the amount of blah when they started coming down the aisles was
that was amazing. Really funny.
I love the venue. You guys had
Your venue looks beautiful.
It was. I'm telling you guys, it is the best wedding I've ever attended as a guest. It was just absolutely amazing. We had our wedding outdoors We did our outdoor wedding. Did you guys, Zane? Did you guys have an outdoor wedding? What did you guys do?
Yeah. So
You guys
ours
were
was during COVID. So
my
we
God.
went to the courthouse through like 3 rows of security checkpoints and
Oh,
set our vows at a window. And this old couple just kind of watched us exchange our vows. And I was like, oh, great, we're going to get heckled on our wedding day. But no, they clapped at us. I was like, oh, cool. And they
Aw.
said, congratulations. And then we met my mom in the parking lot and she took pictures. So that was my wedding.
oh.
Hey, that's still an amazing and beautiful story. And also, you saved a bunch of money, so you win, Zane.
We did.
You saved a bunch
We
of
went
money.
with
You guys
Geico.
win.
No.
Yeah. Ah, what a
15%. I would have loved
Or more.
to.
It's a
This
beautiful
wedding is
story.
what happens when your wife is all about the romantic comedies and has that, and she's also, you know, she writes for television, so she's in that space all the time. So
Mhm.
she went all out.
I
love
will
it.
say our
Made
plan
me go all out.
is to go on a big like honeymoon trip once we leave Chicago. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys 100% should get
Have you
that.
picked a place?
I think we want to go to Japan. And
That's where we're going.
Yeah.
Well, we want to, but yeah.
But we want to go to Disney Sea. So
Okay.
I'm excited about that.
Yep.
Very nice.
We'll see.
Well,
Hopefully things work out.
Again, this is I am overwhelmed at all of the generosity and time that everyone from the Crazy Crafter community has put forth towards Richard and Brittany's big day. Richard's a dear friend, and I am that is, I don't know, just the all that time and devotion that you guys put into these centerpieces and making them. I think it's like one of the coolest projects that I've ever collaborated or been in any part of, is being able to like be a part of someone's big day like that. It's special, and I have to tell you all, it was overwhelming, and just it's one of the reasons I just love this community so much, and I really appreciate all of you guys taking that time and effort to be a part of Richard and Brittany's big day. And it was, again, from the selfish standpoint, I got to see all of your amazing work in person, and that was a treat too. But it's we've not only got to see all this awesome work, but we've got some cool stuff lined up. Now, Richard has we had some folks tell us a little bit about how you guys went around. We some special thank yous. Everyone who participated gets credit at your store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll dive in all that, but first I want to give my own
please.
thank you to the community.
Please.
The whole wedding project quickly ballooned out of control after announcing the contest and everything. And Colin, you're aware of some of the things. It was this emotional roller coaster leading up to the day of, and then suddenly it was just like slammed on the brakes and life kind of stopped for a bit. So it's hard to express how special it was that everyone like rallied around and you guys just gave your all into these dioramas and sent them in. And then seeing people's reactions to them, and knowing that, from my perspective, knowing that having these on the tables gave Brittany this magical wedding that she really wanted and she had been looking forward to for so long, it was really special. So thank you from me and her. She's getting her nails done right now. So, but we do appreciate everything you guys put into it. We were just blown away by the whole thing.
I have one thing to say. You are most welcome.
Aragorn.
Not
Thanks.
quite.
Not quite.
Not quite what it was in that context, but it was a quote. I threw it out there. So
Hey, it works.
You tried.
I tried.
A for effort.
Oh, thanks. For effort, I'll take it.
Yeah, so it was quite a thing to see, and with that, we'll segue into some of the details. Oh yes, thanks Zane for posting that. So yeah,
just put his
I own a Etsy shop selling 3D prints of figures for D&D and whatever else you want. Resin 3D printing. I actually just got a new 3D printer, an FDM printer over there. So hoping to add some of that to it as well. Awesome. So initially part of this is, saying, hey, let's make it a contest. So we offered some prizes for the top 3 of the 3 best dioramas get bigger prizes. First prize is $200 credit at my shop. Second prize was $100 credit at my shop, and third prize is $50 credit. And then every diorama sent in was also going to get a $25 credit, just as a thank you consolation prize, so to speak. So initially the idea was to get Michael here and Ray from Got DM to kind of coordinate and be able to judge the dioramas, but my life got crazy. Ray ended up traveling around the world at some point, and so I said, you know what, I'm going to ask people who are going to be here and see these in person and get their input. So I talked to my wife, her mother, my mother, and her father, and I got their favorites.
Nice.
And we found out which ones they liked, which ones stood out most to them, and we came up with the winners.
Cool.
So the entries, we only had 5 entries made it in on time. Not counting Tina's 6, right? It came down to it. Tina was only, as we said at the beginning, you can make more than one if you wanted to, but only one would be entered into the contest. So she entered Barrel Riders was her entry. We had Zane here entered,
I wasn't
6
a host
entries.
at the time.
That's true.
Yes,
Zane
you weren't a
wasn't-
host at the time.
Zane was not a host at the time. That's true.
Yeah, he entered Riddles in the Dark, which is amazing. Elston entered the Thranduil Cellar that we looked at. Buckleberry Fairy from Derek was entered, and then LOTR's Prancing Pony were the 5. And then Collins, Anduin River.
I
was
didn't
also
enter it for the competition.
It wasn't entered in the contest, but it was done within the time window and sent in. Gerard's came in super late and outside of parameters, but I do appreciate, Gerard's was amazing. And speaking of Gerard, he said in the chat that something big. He said this community wedding project has a huge impact and he hopes to reveal what came from it soon. So
I've had a little sneak
We need-
peek.
Same.
It's
Same.
bloody awesome.
I can't
Okay.
wait for everyone to see what that is. That's going to be nuts.
all right, I will need to see that.
I
have
will.
to pay attention.
I'll have to find it. We'll see. I'll see if Gerard, if you're all right with it, we'll share that little sneak peek. I'll just send it to Richard only and Richard only, not anyone else.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because we love your piece. We actually, it's a quick sidebar. When Gerard's piece arrived, we were already questioning what we were going to do with all of them, and then we saw the work and the laser cutting and our names, and we were like, well, we have to keep that one at least. And then we fell in love with all the others. As we were boxing them up and getting ready to take them to the wedding, we were just like, oh, we like them all. So now we just have a ton of dioramas. So let's get into the winners. So third place, I decided to up the prizes a little bit. So third place now is going to get $100.
Whoa.
Second place is going to get $150, and first prize will still be $200. I feel like that's enough. But third place is Buckleberry Fairy from Derek Ludwig.
Yay! Awesome, Derek. Congratulations.
As Brittany said, her quote was, "There's so much detail put into everything. She gets lost trying to look at everything, including the water. The murkiness of the water itself is just an impressive piece of work." So that one is the third place. And I'll be reaching out to all you guys on Discord to coordinate how this will work.
Perfect.
Second place is Prancing Pony from LOTR. That thing's mind-blowing still.
Yep.
Great job.
Yeah, amazing work on that. The flocking, the details all over the place. So that one is good. I'll reach out to you, LOTR, as well. And then the first prize is Barrel Riders from Tina Martins. She knocked it out of the park on that one.
Huzzah.
My favorite one.
Huzzah.
So she's not here in the chat today. She had to miss it, but I'll be reaching out to her as well.
Congratulations, Tina.
Congratulations. Tina.
Which means Zane and Elston, we will coordinate also for your guys' prizes as well. You guys will get $50 credit instead of the 25. Because we loved all of it. We were like, yeah, it was an amazing thing to see, and so thank you. Everybody.
Well, that's super generous of you and your print shop, Richard. That's most appreciated. What a cool. You guys are gonna have some great options to go peruse and get some really cool stuff with those winnings.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of stuff there. There's a lot of stuff. So, I thank you again, Richard, for such a generous gift for the competition. Those are amazing prizes, my friend.
I think the generous gift was what you guys gave to me. Priceless.
I'm just thankful for the opportunity and I'm thankful for the opportunity and being able to try things that I normally wouldn't. So, thank you.
Yep. Hey, what's up, Ollie? Oliver from Broadsword Wargaming's popped in there as well. Welcome, my friend. We are just finishing up and wrapping up the Diorama Challenge here that we hosted. We chatted a little bit, I think, about that last week when Ollie was on the stream. Got the chance to hang out. Oliver runs a Broadsword Wargaming in Ireland. Runs his own gaming shop over there and has a really cool YouTube channel. That's another one if you haven't seen it. Richard, Broadsword Wargaming is a really cool YouTube channel you should check out. Oliver does some really, really, really cool builds. He did a really cool one, converted a toy Coliseum into a really neat Coliseum. I was like, that could have been that could have been the Coliseum at Handlish. That's what a great idea. That's a throw. Awesome. That's a reference to a city and a place in our campaign. Man. What an amazing challenge. It feels so good to we are there and back again, as it were, with this challenge, and we're wrapping this one up. We should do I'm excited, some sort of diorama challenge. This was I don't know. I want to figure out another way to do this.
Everyone does a fights on foam, but the same.
Oh yeah, fights on foam would be cool too. What would you guys do? What fights on foam would you do out there? My fights on foam series. So what would you do?
I just got mine.
You just got yours. What would you do?
Jurassic World, the T-Rex versus the Endoraptor. The Indominus Rex.
The Indominus Rex. Oh, wow. That's a fun one. And then you got to have the Mosasaurus come out at the end.
Fuck yeah, I do. That's resin work.
There's so many cool things we could do in the Fights on Foam. A Fights on Foam community build would be fun. I think we should do that. That'd be a fun one. We'll have to figure that one out. What else is there? I think if you haven't done so, this is a great time to remind you all these two amazing co-hosts that are with me on the good weekends where we get to stream and do it at least once a week. Michael Patterson from Nat One Videos and Zane from Zane Morgan Crafts both have amazing YouTube channels that you should 100% go check out, support, follow them on all their social medias that they do use, from YouTube to Instagram. They also have Patreon accounts if you want to help them out and support their channels further.
Michael's on TikTok also.
Oh yeah, Michael is on TikTok. TikToker.
Michael is TikTok.
Michael is TikTok.
I haven't been doing TikTok recently.
Yeah.
It still pulls up on my For You page, so
it's a little
as far as I know.
I mean, it's just. What is TikTok? I'm still trying to figure out. What's it all about?
That's what everyone's figuring out. Still.
What is this TikTok?
It's basically you turn on your camera and go blah, and then get 1 million views.
It's true.
I always think of Pee Wee Herman doing the tequila dance. That's when I think of TikTok.
I mean, it's essentially what it is. Speaking of other competitions, the Tabletop Crafters Guild build is back, and that's happening. I believe it is a Lich's Lair or Lich's Temple. Is that it? Am I saying that right? I can't remember. Is it the Lich's Temple? Bill, if you're still there in the chat, you'll have to. I think it's this. It's coming up, and it's going through November, I believe. But I'm pretty sure.
No, wasn't it the Mind Flayer thing?
Oh, maybe it's a Mind Flayer Lair. Is it a Mind Flayer Lair? I can't rember. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I know Carl's building. I'm utilizing. So I halfway built. So I'm going to try to add a little bit more accessories to it, but I'm halfway using my Halloween one-shot terrain that we used last week, Richard, and I'm going to use that as I was like, it also looks like a lair, so I'm going to use that one and enter into it and just share my work in there. But if you haven't done so with you're interested in that, you can
Mind
find
Flayer
out more
Temple.
about it. It's a Mind Flayer Temple. Cool. Find all this is now for the Tabletop Crafters Guild, not unlike kind of what we've just done here, right? There's no prizes or anything for the Tabletop Crafters Guild, but it's going to be a unique opportunity for you guys to build and share your work, and then we're gonna the community will get together for a live stream, and we're gonna talk about those builds, and you guys will hopefully maybe get a chance to share about that process. Just a really cool idea to engage all of us that are out there. It's like almost 40,000 strong in that community there on the Tabletop Crafters Guild. It's nuts.
I mean, I think we might need to chat to Bill again about promoting it again in the guild, because I think there's only literally been one post on it, and I don't think people always see that post. The top. And
maybe we can help it out by continuing to blast it and share and talk about it on all of our other various forums as well, because I need to still take my glamour shots of the terrain. And once I get those up there too, I can start sharing that and start pumping it, because I want to see those builds. I'm really excited at. I mean, I created a whole channel dedicated to showcasing it in the community. I'm all about getting to see what other people are working on, because you get to I learned so much from this community and all the guests that we get to have on here, from Michael, from Zane, learning new stuff from Richard in the past few months with him, although Richard's never going to touch a piece of foam again in his life after that wedding. He's like, I'm good now. He built all those dioramas.
You're all crazy.
Yeah, you're
all of you.
Yeah, well,
crazy.
On brand indeed. Is there? And speaking of dioramas, this needs to not go without mention as well. Michael's Frankenstein build recently on the channel that Zane collaborated with and designed some STLs. There you go. You want to talk about the little details and about how diorama making just is. It will push and challenge all of your skill sets within this craft, and that
talk about crazy.
That you want to talk about crazy? How about a Tesla coil in the middle of your build? That was pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
That was pretty insane.
That was fun, but for me, the best enjoyable part of that one was getting to use the 3D printer and actually put some 3D printing for my first time ever into a build. And my first 3D prints had to be Zane's prints.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, got to keep it in the family, guys.
I mean, well, in addition to the really cool stuff, and that's something that you guys get if you're a Patreon member. Which, hi, I'm a Patreon member of Zane Morgan Crafts, and you get access to those STLs that Zane designs, and now you have some cool, crazy machinery. It's quickly becoming populated with lots and lots of stuff, and I already have a giant backlog list of things to print, and now Zane is increasing it, and I love it. And I cannot wait to print it all and throw it into my builds.
You literally get anything and everything that I post. So
super rad.
For $5.
Super rad. From Victorian railing to windows to gravestones to these amazing cemetery STLs for your crypt builds. Like look at that. That is a bargain and a half. I'm
will
glad
be coming there.
I'm glad. Yeah, nice. You'll have to share with us how not to make it fail because it failed on how many times.
I'm probably going to start supporting things.
Yeah.
A lot. Too many.
Yeah. Well, this has been absolutely amazing. Thank you, Richard, for jumping on with us today and sharing the experience of the wedding, sharing the winners from today's prizes. Again, congratulations to Derek, Walter, and Tina out there, and congratulations to all of you that participated in the Lord of the Dioramas challenge here on the Crazy Crafter. It was an amazing past few months here, and I'm looking forward to whatever we cook up for the next one. So Zane and Michael, thank you both as always a joy, and thank you all out there for joining us today. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the Crazy Crafter live stream. Be sure to turn on that bell notification so you can come join us and hang out when we go live, and who knows, maybe you will be the next guest featured here, and you'll be sharing your latest build with us. You never know. That's how Zane. That's the story of everyone here on this stream today, reaching out saying, "Hey, come on this thing and hang out." And now look at y'all. You can't get rid of me. I've sunk my little claws and teeth into you all. You're all brilliant and amazing people. I love it. I love getting to hang out with you guys. Anything else? You guys got anything else to plug, Michael?
Nothing to plug. No.
Okay.
That's it. Really, no.
Zane?
I mean, I did read a comment from Jared saying, "What's the next competition? What's the next?" But I mean, I think we've kind of covered that. So.
Yeah. The next competition, I think, kind of maybe a Fights on Foam, right? Are you talking? So the competition for this channel, I think a Fights on Foam would be cool. And then for the Tabletop Crafters Guild, that Illithids, is it Illithids? I think Carl was saying it was Illithids there for the Illithids Temple. Yeah, stay tuned. I'm anxious. Carl has been sharing his work in progress on that, and it looks spectacular. I cannot wait to see that finished, Carl. That's gonna look good. Zane, you got anything to plug for us?
Yeah, I would just say check out RPG Daily on YouTube. He has some great content.
Yeah.
And his Instagram is great. He's got some cool maps, all that stuff. So check him out, RPG Daily.
It's all coming back now that I have time. I'll be making more.
I'm excited, Richard. I do miss consuming your content on the reg.
I'll be back this next week.
Cool. Awesome.
I'll be back.
Wow. Right.
I have one plug.
Yeah,
I would like to plug.
That you were my next one.
Oh, okay. Well then. Fantasy Fight Club is going to be coming back in January on my channel. So if anyone wants to participate in some good old PvP stuff, I'm going to be reaching out to different communities looking for competitors as we revise the rules a little bit in January, February, and then getting ready for tournament play soon after that. So
I have a suggested player for you.
Who?
His name is Jay from Jay's Tabletop.
Yeah,
I'll reach out to some people.
I mean, if you want to kill off a character,
he is known to die in campaigns online, so that's why.
Okay.
I mean,
perfect.
I want to see a Zane Morgan and Jay battle. That would.
I think it should be a Colin and a Jay.
No.
Yeah.
that would be hilarious.
Battle of the interviewers.
Would be a good one. If I think Wylock would be Bill would be a good one to go on there and battle. I know he likes to play, and he would have fun with that process. Bill, if you're still watching, you got to go back. You have to watch out. The first Fantasy Fight Club, you may recognize one of the players from this live stream on that. But I had a blast doing that with Richard. We got Richard and our buddy Chris Martin we faced off in one-on-one PvP, and it was so much fun. I was so stressed when I was playing that. I was like, oh my god, we're playing under the time and all of the environments that Richard created. So much fun. That was a blast. I had a really good time.
Now, is it a bracket system? So is the winner from that one going to go to the next person, or
I haven't figured out the whole tournament system. The first couple, I'm just going to get kind of exhibition matches. I know I had talked to Daniel and Michael last time I was on. We had talked about having them face off. So
it should still happen.
We'll make it happen. And I'm trying to change the format a little bit.
I will literally get murdered by Daniel, but whatever.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. So as we refine some of the rules, and then I'm going to figure out a good tournament system that will allow people to kind of enter in and work their way up with
Cool.
some prizes.
Cool.
Ideally.
I'm looking forward to that, Richard. That's going to be fun. That's a fun series, and I'm looking forward to developing that more. I guess the one last thing, too, if you haven't seen the live play, I did a live play last week. Richard, if you haven't seen it, you should check out Atmos Seeker, Sebastian's live play that he ran. Sebastian DM'd from Australia with folks from around the world, and 4 players in the campaign. Yeah, from America, Canada, and Sweden, I believe. Leif's in Sweden. And he pushed everything. It reminds me of me trying to break my stream early on. Like, he certainly did everything he possibly could to bring it. But, like, an interactive, like, created the terrain for it, creating the atmosphere, so we could hear the sound of everything. We were moving, he was moving our pieces around, but he made an app like just over 2 hours, like a little over 2 hours for that one shot and that live play. It was so much fun playing that, and getting to be part of that. That was a ton of fun too. I love the fact that all this, the Fantasy Fight Club, the live play, I want to see more of that. I hope I'm really excited that you're bringing that back on your channel, Richard, and I just want to see more of it, and I want to do more of it because it was a ton of fun.
Well, you lost your match, so you have to wait.
Well, way to spoil that nonsense for everyone, and you don't. Now you ruined the magic. I mean, no spoilers. You don't know.
Oh yeah, no, that doesn't spoil anything.
But how it gets there is it's still fun to watch. So you have to check it out.
It's the journey, not the destination.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of the journey, the destination, we have reached our destination for today's stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today on the Crazy Crafter Livestream. We will see you all soon. Until then, be sure to craft your passion daily, and I will catch you all on the next one. Cheers, y'all. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.